Stop it. Stop. Don't block your blessing trying to text someone that already made the decision not to speak to you anymore. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about ghosting. That's such an interesting topic, but we're talking about ghosting and my personal experiences and what advice I would give to my younger self, my 20-year-old self, my 21-year-old self, my 22-year-old self, my 18-year-old self. What are this advice I would give to my younger self and potentially someone out there around that age? And I'm gonna give you a little backstory, some things I came across on the internet, and let's just talk. So first things first, I was scrolling on TikTok and I came across this beautiful black man that wanted to give women some tips, some game that men do, and he wanted to give us ladies some advice, and I'm going to show you that video.
Give y'all a little advice, just to my women or whatever. Hey, to my bottoms too, y'all can write this down. It pains me to give up this information, but I'm gonna have to tell you. I just gave it to one of my girlfriends. So you know how y'all love to send like them long, distraught paragraphs in text message form, like going off and cursing the dude out when he done did something, or you ain't heard from him, or da-da-da-da-da. Baby, you ain't no super villain. Stop telling them people your plans. Stop telling me what you gonna do to me and telling me how I'm not gonna talk to you and stop popping off like that. You wanna kill me? Don't give me nothing. Start responding. Silence. That kills men. I'm telling you, just don't text him, don't say nothing. And when he send you that long paragraph, just be like, okay. And just start making moves. Baby, I'm trying to tell you, just shut it all down. Like, we can't take that. Man can't handle that. As long as you arguing with me, you communicating. When you take that power away, that you actually win.
So under his video, I commented and I said, this is so true. I had a guy I was dating for 6 months ghost me. I didn't text him, I didn't bother him, I just moved on. He came back begging, but I was too late. I was on a date with a new guy. I'm gonna give you guys a backstory, okay? Let's reverse back to when I was 18. So I do have a history of being in a very toxic relationship, and this was my first ever relationship. It was a very toxic relationship. It took me a very long time to get out of it, and I'll be honest, I was in a relationship with a narcissist. He doesn't even know he's a narcissist. I'm talking someone that was a serial cheater. He was a serial cheater. He would say things like, oh, you think you could find someone better than me? You only look good when you have makeup on. Broke my trust and broke our friendship, but all in all, it took me a very long time to really get over the relationship. The relationship lasted almost 5 years, and I will give you some tips on things I did. I went to counseling, I went to therapy. Those were not helping, and it took until I came across a certain book that changed my life forever, and I will share that book. The book is called Why Men Love Bitches. I'm gonna leave it on the screen. I forgot the name of the author, but please, that book was life-changing for me, because my counselor, my therapy couldn't even get to me, but that book got to be. After I got over the relationship, I learned a lot. I just learned a lot, and that book really helped me. That's my little backstory. So let's fast forward. After that relationship ended, it was time for me to get back in the dating world. So I told myself, it's time for me to start dating. I downloaded Tinder. I wanted to meet people around me. I wanted to just date with no high expectations. If it goes somewhere, cool. If it doesn't, cool. So I met this guy on Tinder. He was, I was like, ooh, he's kind of cute. He's Nigerian. He lives next to me. I've never really dated a Nigerian in America before. So I was like, ooh, I'm gonna go for it. So we matched and we were talking. It was nice. We kind of went on a date and things were going good. And along the way, I saw some red flags, but I wasn't sure if they were red flag enough to walk away. So I didn't know. But I kept those red flags in my back pocket. I wasn't sure yet, I noted them. So we're dating, and like I said, it was about 5-6 months. I noticed that his texts were shorter. he didn't want to talk on the phone anymore. His texts were just really short. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I noticed I was the one starting the conversation, so I was like, you know what, let me just stop, let me not say anything. I didn't say anything, okay, and he didn't text me anymore. And like many other women, I wanted to send him these long paragraphs about how he's hurting my feelings and how I've, you know, feelings were involved and does he not feel this. I wanted to send this long ass paragraph, but I didn't. Again, I've had a history of being in a very toxic relationship that I grew out of. I learned a lot about myself. We can't, you know, we can't keep repeating the same pattern and expecting different results. We cannot do that. So I did not send that text even though I really wanted to. So I told myself, it's okay, you know, you just pour love into yourself. Tell yourself that, you know, you're pretty, you're beautiful, you have a beautiful career, you're an independent person, you take care of yourself. You know, I was pouring into myself. It was hard, but I was pouring into myself. I wanted to send that long paragraph. So I told myself, just get back on Tinder, go on a date, again, with no expectation, have fun. And also, side note, every time I went on a Tinder date, I make sure I share my location with someone trustworthy, and that person was my sister. Every time I went on a date, I always tell her, hey, I'm going on a date with some guy, you know, we've been talking on Tinder, this is my location. I share my location with her, and she texts me every few minutes to make sure, are you okay, are you alive, is everything good? So make sure you do that. That's just a little side note. I did not text him. A week goes by. I'm talking 5-6 months in. Of course feelings were involved, you know, we considered each other boyfriend and girlfriend, so obviously feelings were involved. So this was very hard for me, so I didn't text him. I was like, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna date again and just be open to dating and have fun and not have any high expectations. So I went to work and my co-worker was like, hey, how's that guy you're dating? I was like, he's not talking to me anymore. I think that kind of ended. I haven't heard from him. And she told me, she said, oh, her boyfriend has a friend. Would you like to go on a double date or blind date? And I told myself that I want to date with no expectation. I wanted to have fun. So I said, yes, why not? She showed me some pictures. I was like, sure. Before I was showing me the picture, I said yes. I just said yes. It's not like she's asking me to marry someone I don't know, you know. She proceeded to send me some pictures of him from his page. I was like, oh, he's black. Oh, I thought, you know, my coworker was white, so I assumed this guy she was talking about was white, but he wasn't. He was black. I was like, oh, that's a plus. And then I sent her some pictures to send him, and she sent him the pictures, and you know, we exchanged numbers and we just got to talking, and right away he took me out on a date. Again, I told myself, no high expectations, you're just having fun, because if it doesn't go anywhere, you don't want to be disappointed, you know, you're just moving on. That's what we're doing, we're moving on. We went on a date, it was good. We're together now, 2 years later. We moved to a different state together. We've done amazing things together. We've taken different trips and adventures. We've done so much together 2 years later, okay? But what I want to go back to that other guy that ghosted me. A week goes by, I didn't hear anything. Second week goes by, he texted me. He said, hey. I said, who is this? Because I deleted the number. I chose not to block it. I just chose to delete the number. So I deleted the number. I said, who is this? And he said his name. And I said, oh, I got the impression that this is over and you didn't want to talk to me anymore because I didn't hear from you. You don't go 2 weeks without talking to your new girlfriend. So I told him, I take a no answer is also an answer. Silence is also an answer, you know? And he's a very dismissive person. Very dismissive. He said, haha. Anyway, how was your Thanksgiving? You're gonna ignore that, you just ghosted me for 2 weeks? He said, haha, anyway, how was your Thanksgiving? I said, please don't text my phone anymore. He's like, why? Why are you acting like that? I haven't heard from you in 2 weeks, from my boyfriend. And there were the red flags anyway that I wasn't sure if they were red flag enough to cut someone off. Or so I said, please don't text me anymore. He kept texting, and then I blocked him. I truly believe that he was trying to do something to me. I truly believe that ghosting is a tactic that men or women sometimes use to have you questioning your worth, you questioning yourself, you questioning if you're even worthy or deserving of a decent human being. That's a tactic, and I want you to just stop it and get rid of it. So right now, if you're in that position that I was in and you're ready to send a long paragraph, or you already sent a long paragraph and you're now writing a new paragraph or thinking of a new paragraph to write to this person that have ghosted you, stop it! Stop it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not going to change your mind. And if it does change your mind, that's because they're tolerating you, and it's not going to last. Stop it. Stop. Don't block your blessing trying to text someone that already made the decision not to speak to you anymore, to ghost you, and trying to use that ghosting tactic to have you questioning your worth. And then you go home thinking, oh, did I have too much makeup on, or did I not have enough makeup on, or was my breast hanging, or was my hair weird, or was I too something, or was I too fat for him, or was my clothes not enough for him, was this not enough? Stop it. Stop it. Don't block your blessing. Okay, that guy that ghosted me after that found me on every social media trying to beg me because I gave him silence. I just didn't say anything. I just moved on. He found me on every social media begging me. Every one of my Instagram story, he would be the person to watch it, stalking me, until I finally blocked him off of everything because I just felt like he was torturing himself, and I didn't want him to torture himself anymore. Because all you're gonna see are pictures from my loving new relationship that's been going great for 2 years now. And I'll put some pictures on the screen so you guys can see it. But I'm just here to tell you that ghosting is a tactic that has you questioning your worth. You are beautiful, you are perfect the way you are, and someone is going to 100% accept you for you in the moment, even while you're still growing and learning and finding out things about yourself. And right now you're feeling confused, like, where do I go from here? Read this book. This book really, it changed my perspective on things. It was just this book was a light bulb moment for me, which is great. Everyone needs that light bulb moment, like ding ding. It was a light bulb moment for me, which is amazing, and I can't thank this author enough. So if you're feeling confused, try starting with that book. Get it on Amazon, hardcover or Kindle, whatever it is. Give it a shot. And I know there are many women in this position right now, because from the TikTok comments, I've gotten a lot of people asking me, how did you do it? How did you do it? Can you please tell me how you did it? That's exactly how I did it. I have a past experience of being in a very toxic relationship and sending long paragraph with just nothing but drain you. So stop it. Start with that book. Get a hobby. Go on dates with no expectation. Go on dates. Be a serial dater, but safely. Share your location with your loved ones and let someone know where you're going at all times. One doesn't work, move on to the next one while still, learning a hobby, doing something you've always wanted to do, hanging out with your friends. I'm speaking from a loner's perspective. I'm a loner. I don't have much friends. I have my sister that, she's the only friend I have. I have my sister. So I'm speaking from a loner's perspective, and people that might not have, a lot of friends, just move on to the next one. Get a hobby, learn something new. Get a second job. As a loner, I'm talking about as a loner. Get a second job. Fill that time, occupy yourself, or just do something you've always wanted to do, But don't send that paragraph. Please don't send it. If they ghost you or don't want to talk to you, just delete the number. And if you memorize the number, unmemorize the number, please. Just, move on to the next one. don't get caught in that tactic of questioning your worth, because you are worth a lot more, so much more you are. So we're gonna end this video here. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I love videos like this, and I hope I can do more in the future. So let me know, share some experiences in the comment down below. Have you experienced something like that, and we can chat about it in the comments. So I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.